Good evening, Stuns and Skull fans and Blood Bowl fans all around the world. It is time for the Stuns and Skulls Wooden Gnoblar final between May the Orc be with you and another Salvation Army. Orcs versus High Elves. We have both from the Bloodweiser group as well, so that player pool will at least get themselves one championship. So I'm going to, in a second, just double checking a few things here. They said they're probably going to start in about 5-6 minutes, I think, from here. So obviously, if you're not sure of Stuns and Skulls, everyone makes the playoffs, and we had 42 coaches this season, and basically we had 4 cups, and the tiering is as simple. The SCS trophy, that is the main trophy, and obviously if you win that, you win it. One of our famous skulls, what's sent to you. And then you've got the Wooden Gnoblar, what is a second tier, so that's that. And then the third tier, what we've already was the Knuffle Nuts, and that was won by Alcatraz and Mate Beers' team. And then the bottom 2 teams of the full league play each other in a one-off McMurty Bowl, and that was an amazing final, what went down to kicks. So no pressure on these two, but they've got a lot. They'll do well to get as exciting as that one. Now, I know looking at this, these were the teams were obviously plenty of teams in there, and if we go to schedule, see quite a few there. I know some people like the Scavengers, Elf Guardian was talked about. Dubskulls seemed to be them, and the Sentinels was the teams what a lot of people laughed at. I was quite sweet on the Guanamo Coffee as well, but they got put to the sword by another Salvation Army. Some like Talker as well in there. Into the next round, there you go. There's another Salvation beat the Steelers. The Dubskulls, they got it done as well. They was the further wins competition. There was the team I was talking about really. May the Orc be with you. Won an absolute crack against Scavengers 3-2 there, and the Raptors got done over by the surprise package of the season, and the Resting Witchface. So that kept us to the semi-final, and the Resting Witchface unfortunately went down 2-1. May the Orc be with you, just had enough to win that game, and then probably, I wouldn't say it was a shock, but the way everyone was talking, I think most was expecting the Dubskulls to get it done, but they didn't. And this another Salvation Army, it was very impressive getting a 1-0 win there. So it now leaves us with May the Orc be with you and another Salvation Army. So let's look at the two teams. This team's, if last time I saw this team, has a lot of skill and power. Let's have a look. If my, thank you. Right, so they've got 12 players, so they have got one bench, although it has got a niggle. They're carrying 30k below, as it stands at the moment. So you've got your agility, you've got your killer, he's still there. The strength 4 leaping, he's very deadly. You've got an agility 5 leaper there as well. You know, they're the big 3. A very competent thrower, a bit of everything catcher there. And then the rest are really basically no frills. So, these 3 are the players what basically expected to get it done. 1880, it's not bad. Elves are always, I always feel elves are always expensive, but when you can do a lot of stuff on 2+, then I suppose I should. But this is probably the surprise for everybody else, is the May the Orc with you, because you think Orc team, so you're thinking loads of Mighty Blow, Stand Firm, Guard, Paladin, all that crap. But when we look at the team, 3 of the Blitzers are agility 4. They've got an agility 4 thrower. They've got a very nice troll with block, guard, and stand firm. It's a very well rounded team in the respect that this team can certainly score. It can certainly maneuver itself a lot easier than most Orc teams, with 3 of the Blitzers being able to dodge on a 2+ away from something. I suppose if there is a slight weaknesses in the Black Orc, only 2 Black Orcs, the other 2 are just rookies. They've got a Gobbo as well, maybe for if they need to throw it. So, and obviously because they're Orcs, majority of them are AV9, so they've got that in their favour as well. Not much tackle, And they've only got one Mighty Blow tackle piece. That's Obi-Wan Kenobi, so he's going to have to do most of it. So yeah, it's a really tricky one to call this between the two teams. It really is. I think when Holston joined Sons and Skulls with High Elves, he was saying, "I've just started to learn how to use these High Elves," and he has been getting better and better with them, as you'd expect. The more experience you get by playing them, you like them, the better you'll become. It's a really tricky one. This one, I was thinking, who would I pick? I don't really know. I think the Orcs are better balanced, just because they're Orcs and that they've got high AV. So you'd like to think if you're an Orc player, you should be able to win the attrition battle. I think this game goes down to how Holston looks after his big players. Like, make sure his best players are screened off and not be left out there to get a hit, just for the sake of it. Interesting news though. May the Orc be with you. Dragoon wanted to keep him with Bloodwise next season, but he didn't put the franchise tag on him. And Zerpils, who actually wanted Fezar and his Dark Elves, but didn't want to go into a tiebreak with Armak, came out with that and said, "All right, Armak, you can have him, and I'm going to go and get May the Orc be with you." So, could be a shrewd move. You just never know. Right then, so have we got a start time yet? Any time now we should be going off. Big up the circuit. Yeah. Interestingly though, it's like I said, there's only really 4 trophies to win, and I suppose in a way the Mighty Ball, it's only 2 players, and that's the 2 bomb players, I guess. So in a way, winning a trophy is winning a trophy, and it's great for them. But as bragging rights, I don't know. I mean, Bearzo is definitely going to call it bragging rights, because obviously that gives him the 2 trophies compared to everyone else. But yeah, Zerpils has got to figure out what he's going to do, because obviously he's gone from having being in the most successful player pool to not having no one. Not even win anything. I think there's 1 or 2 playoff wins of the full lot. So he's obviously rebuilding. He didn't keep his 3. He only kept 2. He actually kept, obviously, Dusty and Robo. But ironically, Robo was stolen from him. So the Rats have gone. So he's only got them, and he's got this Orc team as well. So basically, it's green. Yeah, it's basically green. But obviously, everything else is going to be random, so it'll be interesting to see what it gets. But the bragging rights will go to Bugman's, and people can blame Dragoon for that, because Dragoon said give him the extra 2 players. Because people forget Bugman's actually had 10 coaches, so they did have 2 more than everybody else. So I'm sure all the other admins can use that as an excuse if they wish. I'm just waiting for them. They're booting up now, so that's good. But yeah, so what we got then? So Bank of Altdorf, we've got Dustbin and Mighty Kaz, and Jimmy Mack stole Robo Whale. Safe Anonymous took the Lizard Hawker and Drunken Monk and Akari the Dark Elves, who we franchise tagged. I tell you what, I was really surprised with Bugman's Brewery. There's nothing wrong with Dwarf Giant, but his team was being a bit battered. Root was stolen by Dragoon, and Storm, Saxon, Chaos. Yeah, that's not too bad, but there's a lot. There's some big names not taken. Kennard, Lawful. I can't believe no one tried to steal Lawful, to be fair. There was some really big names in there what they didn't go. So, like I say, it's good to see Kotick got the franchise tag by Dragoon. That was nice, Dragoon. Booby Man, he stays put. I would have been tempted to steal Booby, but I always go for Zerpils first. So I would have stole Zerpils first. But if you want Zerpils, it'd be Booby. Booby always gives me a run for my money. So yeah, Armak was like, I'll go for the tiebreaker. He was like, The thing is, whoever lost the tiebreaker would lose a pick, and he was like, "Nope, I'm going to go for it." And his apple was like, "You know what? Nah. You can have him. I'll go for someone else." So I think Storm Saxon's a bit of a shrewd one in a way, because that team's only going to get more dangerous, but at the same time, that same team could rip the living daylights out of the Howl. So it's a fine margin, isn't it? I think someone was saying one of the play pools already is very killy. Obviously, Shake is bringing the chorfs. How dare he? Well, it doesn't really matter. It's all going to be random now. So I'll be gobsmacked if you get all greens. So as it stands at the moment, we've got 40 teams, so it'll be 8 in each one. No. An admin. The reason the admins can't be stolen is because they have to admin the play pool they're in. And it's their play pool, so you can't take an admin from their play pool, no. Now you could take myself and Hawker, because although we're admins, we're not in charge of a play pool. So yeah, you could swap with us too. Like Beers could do that. He could go into a play pool admin and I go into his, or similar. But the 5 admins who are in control of their play pool, you can't take them. But you can take me and Hawker for sure. We're going to be random, so we'll end up in one admin's play pool, and it depends on everybody else. But I think the Nuffle Nuts is a really good one, because like if you're in a play pool you really don't like, you can get yourself out of it and put someone else in there. And we're still waiting. Now then, bears up. Any news on when the big final's going to be? I know you said you're struggling this week, but any news is always good news, I hope. No. I say no. I don't know. I'd say no, because in obviously I've took a break from American football, so this franchise mean no one can have them. So I'd say no. Well, you say that, Bears, but finals week is finals week. Would have liked it this week, but I said I wouldn't want it late next week because I want to get the league. Come on, guys, where the hell's going on here? Just going to take that off, just in case it's... Well, yeah, I'll put Mighty, see if that makes any difference. I'll put that. Yeah, we're still waiting. Yeah, I get that. But usually, yeah, I get that. But usually within 7 days, someone can usually find a day they both can do, hopefully. But let me know. I know you've had it tough at the moment. Oh, right, so we're still not there yet. I'm going to do it this way because there's not as many as here. Let's have a look. Ooh, the bananas. Yeah, not there yet. So who's picking who then? Who thinks the High Elves will win? Who thinks the Orcs are going to win? This is a really tough one for me. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, franchise teams will say can't be taken either, because that's a bit unfair on the play pools when they've swapped them with that tag. So no admins are in control of a play pool, and no franchise can be taken. High Elf BS to win. Rooted says Orcs. There we go, guys. We're on. Should be a good one, this. Oh, it's raining as well. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Rain, interesting. Usually that'd be a major problem for orcs, but they do have a lot of agility 4. But rain, you've got to think, will certainly help the high elves. Orcs will take first hit, and orcs also have the fan factor. These are not your grandfather's orcs. Kick will probably try and be deep, I'd have thought. But we'll see. See where he puts it. Interesting. Blitz would be disastrous here. Extra reroll. We keep it in the rain. Yeah, I'd be surprised about that. I mean, we don't know where he put it, but I would have put it roundabout down here because they are slow still. Let's see what happens. They might blow first hit of the game against Pedal. Arm holds. Not willing to risk the troll yet. 3 die. Once you don't get to trip skulls, you're alright. So I'd have been tempted to keep maybe this guy up here, just so I can go hit, smack, and run. You know, we might have blown. Because they really, really do need to remove elves. With all scoring teams like Skaven and elves, you've got to whittle them down, because if you don't, it's going to be a long day at the office. And the fact that he hasn't got loads of mighty blow either is a bit of a concern. Trying to make everything safe as he possibly can. Just a push. Nice 3 die. It's a real nice troll, that block guard stand firm. That is a beautiful troll. Only thing what you'd really like now is pro. So they'll be hoping the his throw can pick up on 3+. Although it is a J. Oh, is he not? Oh, you've got to go for the J5. Oh, I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. You want an extra reroll on the kickoff. Oh, 2+ with a reroll to get there. Now, what happens now if next turn he doesn't pick it up? He one-in-hands it. It's probably a very good chance it costs him a score. Bearzo agrees. But again, I don't know how thingy, what's the word I'm looking at? That's a bit of a bad angle he's took there. I haven't really seen much of Holston's aggressiveness. I always think the best coaches, best elf coaches and rat coaches are aggressive. Oh, that's gone a long way around. There's a guard in there as well. It's gone for the guard. Straight away, Avian Hand's broken, but it's only stun. But stun's better than nothing. Well, now he's going to have to dodge away. Can't keep him there. Gets away with it. But again, that's nice. And that's the difference between the two coaches there, wasn't it? He needs a GFR, then he didn't. And he could have stayed there, but he thought, you know what? If I stay there and he knocks him out the way, they could maybe blitz one of my best pieces, so I will take the extra GFI. One coach willing to do it, one coach not. One thing, again, he's trying to be patient. And I think what I saw against the Boobies Kemry was, he very was like, I'm going to call him defense, and you're going to really struggle breaking me down. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially when the other team can't remove your players. But when I play elves, I like to be aggressive. You know? I would like to have punched and got this guy, you know, down here. You know, get rid of him. And then I would have crashed this side. And I'd have got him here. And maybe got one or two of the crappy plays here. Just to make it awkward, because then you'd have to pick it up. And then throw it this way. And if they caught down here, then so be it. But what you've basically done here is let him off with his non-committal of going for the, you know, going for the ball in the first thing. In my brain would have been like, right, you either don't believe that I can get the ball by doing that, you know. So I'm gonna really make it awkward for you, but they haven't. I mean, even if you don't pick the ball up, it's like, yeah. And like when I play against a lot of elf coaches, you see a lot of column defense, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of cute. You know, an experienced coach will have seen it more than not. And you know, eventually, you only need to whittle 2-3 players off the pitch and start marking them up and stuff, and all of a sudden they're in trouble. So, me personally, I'd rather, you know, get down here, because at the moment he can do what he wants, and now he's able to overreach, pick this target, it's safe, gets him down. Yeah. Armour holds. But there's no pressure here. Holston's plays should be around here now. And I can guarantee if there was round here, there's no way he's doing any of this down here. There's no way. Because he'd have to worry about this here. And he could have even swung one or two guys. I can't remember what the defense was like. Sorry, the offense was like. But he could have even squeaked one or two down here. Because then they wouldn't have been able to push this way and deal with this here. He's got the ball. But you see, he's here now. He can go here because there's no pressure. If these elves were down here, there's no way he could have done this. And that's the thing about elves. To be a good elf player, I always believe you've got to be aggressive. I always think, I mean, you could do it for any team, but I always think when I'm elves, is what will make my opponent uncomfortable? And what does my opponent want me to do? If I'm orcs, I want you to do what you've just done. Keep all your elves over there. It's nice and safe. I can come and go around. I'll get around about here now. And we got to remember, he only movement 5. You know, park myself around here and I'll just grind. Now, the elves are going to basically be trying to column defense. Yeah. Yeah, there's just nothing there. There's just nothing there. Now, this is a final, so obviously there's pressure. I don't know if any of these two guys have been in a final before. And maybe Holston's like, if I commit my catches, they could get taken out. So he's probably thinking that as well. But this, no, you just don't. I mean, to be fair, you can still put pressure because there's a, you know, But because he's so got it to this side, I mean, if we just turn it round, let's see from Holston's, we can keep switching this. Yeah, so you can get round the back of him, but it's a bit harder with him being more deep now. I think he's just going to pick this guy off by the looks of it. Well, he's based him there and he's based him. I don't understand why he's based both of them there. That makes no sense. So now there's a little bit of pressure, but again, it's piecemeal. I mean, it can... Right. See what it does here. Now then, this could be interesting. No! Right. I thought he was going to punch him there, and he's going to come swinging through here. Or if he didn't want to do that, he could have swung something else through there. That just blocks it all off. I don't get that at all. I really don't get that. Someone's going to have to explain this one to me. That player needs to die. I just don't know what that's for. I just don't get that. I mean, that guy could, if you really want to base him, you could have put him there, and then one of these could have had a shot, but he's probably going to stay on the floor unless he wants to try and swim it through 3+, 2+. Maybe. Thing is that like I said, it's easy when we're calling the game. We're not playing. I've got no pressure on this game. I'm just, I'm just calling it. But obviously, I'm gonna call it the way I would see it. And again, the AV9's not holding. Oakvader, he's out, and that's his best player as well. Oh, is he gonna try? Yeah, that's nice. That's more of an annoyance than anything. It might just keep him there. Yep. Switch back over to this view. So he can basically... Something else has happened. I didn't see it. Right. He's getting slapped. Gets away with it. AV holds. First thing I'll be doing, I'll be moving him. Where do I want him? And this is it. Even... Look, that's as far as he could have gone. Can you imagine? What do you want to do? I should be interested to see if he wants to go down the middle. Or is he going to go to a flank? He could go either flank at the moment. It's probably this flank safer. Gets him. Doesn't break armor though. Now the strength of this team is he could actually go there and throw it to the catcher. What wouldn't be a bad thing, to be fair. But now he moves him there. Nope, he's going back, that's correct. I was wondering what he was doing then. He never liked throwing in the rain. Well, that guy's got to come in here first, do you think, maybe? Yeah, here comes the throw. One on the thingy. Ooh, gets it just. Now, you'd like to think he's going to shut that down right there. Has to. Yep. Now, here's the other problem, what I didn't really speak about before the game was on, is the lack of guard, how much guard they got. So, giving him the ball means that's one guard piece less. And the reason why guard is important in this team is because of this guy, strength 4 leaper. So, there's no guard here. Put a guard there, leaps in on a 3+, smack, 2 die, ball's loose. Oh mate, I lost my rebel game, my first rebel game with Dwarfageddon. I hit rats about 50 times, didn't do nothing. He did nowhere near as many hits. He injured one. He killed DeMarco with a foul, and he only fouled because he got Brab on kickoff. And I failed a GFR for the draw. So it is frustrating when you're AV9 and you're the one with the less players on the pitch or whatever. Zerpel's let me down in that game. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. This is good. Oh, I failed the 3+. That's why I always like to have Agility 5. Gets in, 2 die coming up. Brilliant. And again, you know, that's breaking the game down is because he had no guard there, and he passed, and one of the few guard pieces he had has the ball. I know why he passed it to him, and it's great play from Holston not to even think about it. He's like, right, you've given me an option, I'm going to go in and hit it. And his armor breaks again. But look at that. Catch the plus. But he can still swarm this player. He can still put the pressure on. Even though it's a disaster, he can still swarm. Obviously, you want to get him up now. And then obviously, this is what he needs to be doing. He could have gone in with a 3 or 1 die if wanted to, 1 or 2+. Now, is he willing? Yeah. Very well done. I think I'd like the guard there, to be honest. I think they should be the way around. Because if the guard's there, it's helping that guy out, and it's helping whoever goes there. If someone does go there, they might not. Is he willing to take the 1 die? Or is he going to... Oh, dude... What's that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can get him in on a 2+, so... No, he's going to go straight there instead. See, the problem with 1 die, that's pure filth. Oh, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. 1 die with no block. He knocks him out. Well, yeah, what I was going to say is, because them 2 are the wrong way around, in my humble opinion, he could then hit this guy next turn, bang him out, and that cancels any assist this guy can give. Obviously there's no assist here because it's cancelled out, and he could probably swing someone around and get 2 die here and blitz his way out because the guard's in the wrong place. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That catch has been powered there. He needed a power and he got it. Armor holds again though. Arm holds again. So he's made sort of like a gap back here, but the ball ain't really going to be that safe. The poor troll's in no man's land there, bless him. How many players has he got out? 2 at the moment. Don't think there's any... Oh, he's got a babe. So that helps. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, where's he going to go with that now? Nicely done, I guess. And again, no guard. There's no guard here. And this is the problem. I like the build, but this is a massive weakness. Usually on a normal orc build, these would be all guard heavy now. And you'd have a half a chance of surviving. Finally, an arm break for the green skin. I'd have left him there, but okay, he's just rolled a 1. One die there as well. But again, there's no guard. So what you're going to see, you're going to see someone clog that, someone clogs that, someone goes in there. Oh, this elf team can be beaten. But at the moment, the armor's holding. I've been there myself. It is frustrating. But if everything goes right here, the elves will have the ball very shortly. I just think Kaz took that last 10 very, very quickly. Maybe he should have just, would have been 3 minutes. Maybe he should have just, for the first minute, think of what to do. He seemed a bit rushed. Again, that piece could have gone in there, I think. Because now we're going to have to... Oh, no, he's up there. My apologies. So, if he's there... Yeah, it's just a 2-die, isn't it? 2-die. Push him here. Or will he push him there? Probably best to knock him there, I guess. Gets away with it. Doesn't the second time. Be interesting to see where he pushes him. I think I'd push him up just because the elf's... no, he's gone the other way. Okay. Interesting. There you go, you see. Now, if you'd have pushed him there, that ball would have gone there. Yeah. The reason I'd have pushed him there is all your players are on this side. And if you push him this way and he goes here, yeah, you can still get it. It's just you coming round it. Whereas if you'd have gone that way, the ball would have been there. You could have picked it up and you could have screened off this side. So I'm not impressed the way why he pushed to that side. It made no sense to me. And the elves, sorry, no, the elves, the orcs yet again catch it, and he catches it in traffic as well. 5+ catch, rolls a 6. Switch it back to the elf side to see what he could do. So yeah, if it had pushed it, pushed him this side to there, yeah, it's more likely the ball's going to be more favourable. Putting it there made no sense, really. I mean, he could have... It could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... still, yeah, I guess. Just to me, seemed a lot better going this way. And obviously it proved that should have been the way it should have gone. But a bit of luck for the orcs. What the orcs need is... and you'll see this all the time. It happened to me today, and it's happened many times before, is when you don't break elf armor or don't break rat armor, they start basing up a lot more because they know they can, because there's been no attrition. And then it's hard to then build a cage or build protection because they're all based up, and then you end up throwing 1 dies and eventually start rolling skulls, or skull reroll skull, and then you're in trouble. So I feel like it's a bit like the Alamo at the moment. Usually when it's all messy like this, when I'm in a bit of trouble, I don't know about anybody else, but I'll always look for chain pushes to try and get me out of trouble if I can, or manipulate it so it's a lot better for me. So that's what I would be doing now if I was Mighty Kaz. While he's doing his turn, I'd be thinking, right, what can I do? I'd be thinking, while he's doing all this stuff, what can I do? Because then that helps me when it's on my turn. I've got the 3 minutes, but I've already been thinking while being in his turn. Switch it back over. So this is the absolute shit show he's in at the moment. So he's got that guy there, what's good. So this guy, you have to think to yourself, oh no, he went open up with a 1 in hand. Yeah, he could crack a beer. So pressure's now on. Having very little guards really hurting this team right now. That's a big one from the Orc. Big one. And we have an injury. Green is injured, ironically, by the thrower. He's letting that go. That's not even a discussion. Yep. 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 That's unfortunate. That really is unfortunate. Could have done without that. Because then that would have helped with the assist here, but yeah, you've only got a 1 dar there now. Oof. See, he's in the way. That strength 4 is a pain in the backside. He's got a major problem here. I think personally, if it was me, oh god, but then it's a 3+ with no. It's gone for 1 die. It's good enough, I guess. Oh, I don't like the follow. I'm really confused. Is he going to hand it off? Oh, look at that. He's decided, you know what? I don't really like that. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do. I don't think he does. It's the pressure of a final as well, though, lads. It's the pressure. It's a lot of pressure on. And there you go. He'd only bent a reroll on the 1 in 9. The ball goes in the air. It's not a bad spot, though, for the Orcs. And I think for Holston, they'll be happy where he's at, but at the same time, be a bit frustrated that he's had the ball loose and it's fell to another Orc. Switch to his side, see what he's looking at. Quite clearly, this is your first hit. He hits that into the ball, see where it goes. 2 die, see what happens. That's your first hit. I mean, if you really don't want to hit with him, you can hit with him instead. If you're thinking of using him as maybe to throw to, you could use this guy. Yeah, he's gone with the. Oh. No, that's not bad. That's a 2+ pick. Oh no, it's going to be 3+ because of the rain. He does have some guard there though, but he's got guard there, so you could technically put him there. Then he comes in, blitz there. Is there a guard there? No. We would have to knock him down. Could put him there. He then gets a 2 dark to the guard, hits him, hope to get him down. If you knock him down, it's a 2+. You pick up with this guy and you come down here. That's the. Well, it depends what he's hitting with. It might hit with something else. It might actually come this way around and risk the dodge and hit him into here. I don't know. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Nicely done. Yep. He's got a reroll for the pickup as well, so it's a 2+ pickup with this guy. Picks it up, swings around here. And then it's just a case of getting a cage, I guess. Or he can pick it up and he can drop it back here. That's his other option. He's rolled a 1. That's not helpful. He really needs to pick this up. He's going to get really pissed off if he doesn't get it. He gets it. So he can either drop it back here, what be safe, or screen off here. That's his 2 options, I think, personally. Don't know what you guys would do. Would you guys drop it back? Would you go back here, or would you try and do some sort of screen up here? That's his last reroll gone as well. What would you do, guys? Let me know. mean, he would go there. Yeah. I'd probably put the blitzer there with the ball. I'd bring the other guy there. I mean, he's going to be further that way. Okay, well, that's not terrible. Obviously, he's got to go there. He has to go there. Hang on, he might not have the speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, bang. Still 7, bang. Right. Now, someone's going to have to explain this to me. Why isn't this guy here? Is there a frenzy? There isn't frenzy. There's no frenzy on this Orc team. So yeah, that guy should have been there. So if he really wants to be ballsy and embrace the Orc elfness, there's a 1 die. And I would definitely be going for this. Because you're bringing him here. So either he had to go there, and then it's fine, that is totally fine, or he had to come here. Why these two are here, I have no idea. Unless he wants the blitz. Bear in mind, this is the one with tackle as well. 2+, 2+, 2+, 1 die. With a reroll. Should never have got that shot. Do you know what? I think I might have missed some here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is even easier. Oh, why would he put him there though? Why does he not put him there? Is he going to come with this one then? Yeah, because he's brought him here. He should have been there, and this guy should have been back up here to block it all off like the screen. Now, if he's going to blitz with this guy, that makes sense. But if he's hitting with this guy, then that guy should have been there. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I was so tunnel visioned here until, and it's why sometimes it's best to take your time so you don't miss it. And then obviously, as soon as I looked up here, I saw the hang on. See, he's really screwed himself over there because that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit. I think I'd rather go this way because then I'm pushing the ball this way. If I knock him down this way, it doesn't help. See, to me, that's a nothing block. What's that all over? If you dub skull here, well, that's just really poor play. That is shocking play. Well done. You knocked an elf down. No. Dear me. I feel like I'm watching Razil Wolf. The only difference is Razil Wolf will probably have half the players off the pitch by now. Well, I'm just stunned with that. Absolutely stunned. He gets the 1 die. Gets the KO. The elves have got away with murder there. Absolutely got away with murder. Let's put him down there again. Put him there. Screen off maybe. You miscounted. I didn't know you was in chat. I would have been giving tips away if I knew you was in chat. You can still got a hit on the ball. But yeah, this was just no. This was just I don't know what this was down here. I really don't. There's a free shot on the ball. Didn't take the free shot on the ball. Then wastes his reroll on nothing hit down here. But it's still the problem. The problem for the Elves is they have no rerolls. That's the problem. But again, because this guy's not being pushed up here, there's a massive gap here. But he's obviously thinking, you know what, I'm going to sideline this. I just don't get that either. How many rerolls has he got? One, hasn't he? So this is going to be interesting to see what he does here, Holston. There's no tackle on him, so it kind of is safe. So you'd think that guy's going to have to come here then. Now, see, I can't really say now because Kaz is in chat, so I'm not going to say what he's made the mistake on. But I think everybody can see the mistake. That's big because that does free up another. Now, where's he going to put this thrower? Okay. I'll switch it back round to the Orcs view. So this is the plus point with the Orcs because they're all high agility. Nothing's safe here. But there's so many options here for the Orcs. If they get the correct dice. There's so much they can do. The good thing obviously in the playoffs, you got your 3 minutes. Yeah, playoff nerves, totally booby. I get that, and like I've said already, it's a lot easier to me to say, well, there's this, there's that. You should have done this, or you could have done that, because obviously there's no pressure on me. I'm just commentating it, so I get it. Been there many times myself, as obviously you have as well, booby. Yeah. Yeah, I just had a thing on my phone then. This could be big. No. Yeah, I mean, basically what he could have done, now it's obviously gone there, he could have one die block, knocked this guy down, and he had a clean shot on the ball. I just feel the Orcs have just not took the shots on the ball, and I don't understand why. The whole point of being high agility is to be able to do stuff like that. I mean, the good thing is he's got tackle on it. But again, You're basically praying for a dub skulls or a 1 in 9, depending what he's going to hit you with. He's all in on this. Guard's there though. Ironically, the guard is in there. Basically, he comes in there, blitzes that guy, he goes down there. If he doesn't go down, he can have a shot if he wants. And then he just goes, woo! Touchdown! So Mike Kaz needs a bit of a miracle here. It can happen. There's no re-rolls. But that's, it should. I mean, that's 210. He could have had a shot on the ball. And I always think usually you need when you're in a championship final, you need to take them shots. You need to take the hard. Sometimes it's like, right, it's only one die, but I've got to take that shot. There we go. He's gone the other way around instead. Well played. No idea. Oh, well, I can still move car. You have to say no idea why you're doing it. Now, I guess the question now for him is, I can score now, but I do give the Orcs the 1/10 Goblin throw. But it's in the rain and they've got no rerolls. Or I can stall it and hope it doesn't get lucky. But it's a 2+1 die there. Yeah, I think I'd have done the same there. Yeah, he had 2 clear shots there, Mike has. The first one was so clear, it was unbelievable. I just don't get that. That was a clear shot. And then he started hitting stuff what basically had nothing to do with the game. And you're hitting stuff with no mighty blow and no block. And yeah. So somehow the elves take the lead. And it's a tough. I mean, it's going to be tough now for the Orcs. So you've got the Goblin toss, but I do believe he's got his kicker here, so there's a very good chance the ball's going to end up over here anyway. So the toss of Goblin ain't going to make any difference. Interesting he's got this here though. I'm intrigued by this. Because if I'm Mike Kaz, I'll be trying to punch hole and hit him one of these good pieces. Yeah, that is one of the things all the big players have, is not to tilt even when things are going wrong. I mean, we saw Cody Cookie against Storm Saxon, didn't we, in the Mackay? And now he's changing it. They're both listening to me talking. Because I said, that's not a good idea now they moved it. Is Halston in chat as well? Yeah, a foul's an option.
But yeah, like I was saying, Coach Cookie was done for money, wasn't he? In the Merty ball, kept his composure, and took it to overtime, and then took it to penalties, and unfortunately lost on penalties. But just proves you can do it. This kick's gonna have to be massive. Injury report, nah, not much really. We've got a -1 movement here. I think that's it. So he's not back yet. He really needs him back because he's got guard. Hopefully he might come back. Kicks the big one. That's a bad kick. That gives the Yorks a chance. Yeah, so he's got no bench now. That helps. That really helps. Or does it? Does it help? Kind of feel it. It must. He'll want a nice bounce as well. He's very fortunate. Yeah, that's a good bounce. 1, 2, 3. Now, he might hit first, and I certainly don't have an issue with that. Because if he can get rid of a few elves and they don't come to the park next turn, yeah, he's using his block ones first. The armor's hold. I definitely. Oh, he can't. Right. Wow. He's left that guy there. I know, but again, I think Kaz is in chat, so I'm not going to explain what I would do here. I think for next season, a ruling will be no coaches in stream. Because I cannot announce. So obviously he's going to have to blitz this guy off. Gets him. Oh, lovely. Goodman is dead. Beautiful. Death. It can't happen, that. So a little bit of good fortune there. The guy, Obi-Wan Kenobi, slays him. Right. So it's up to him and this big fella. Gets it. This is a 4+. Gets it. That was one of the tougher bits. Now then, well, they need the force with them, don't they? May the Orc be with you. You did, Akari. You got franchise tagged as well, Akari, for your player pool, meaning that your admin really wanted it. Right, it's just a throw now. It's all in the hands of Nuffle. The troll could even eat him. He's going to maybe throw it down here. More chance of going flying out would be hilarious. I just want to throw it down here and let Obi hit someone. Really don't know why there's a delay. There we go. And he goes stupid. Right. Now I'd be tempted to foul something here. I really would. I'd be like, Goblin, you're probably not going to be needed. I'm going to foul here. But you might think, you know what? I don't want to lose any players. Oh, God. I'm not a big fan of fouling turn 8, but then again, it's only Alano. I don't know. Still kind of think I'd risk it. I don't know what you would think. Bloody hell. Bloody Nora. That's just showing off. Okay. Yeah, and that's what happens. That was the risk. Ironically, he could have got more orcs in there, and if he had, he would have broken armor. So again, just like little mistakes there. But I understand now why he's done that. Is because obviously they've still got a 10, haven't they? I forgot they still have a 10. It'd be very ballsy though for the elves to foul though. I think the defense setup for the orcs on turn 9 will be huge because it wouldn't surprise me if the elves want to go bang bang, go 2 up, and then the orcs are in all sorts of trouble. The orc, I mean, like I said, the elves are out of it. Sorry, the orcs are out of it, but they do need some good fortune. That is for certain. Doesn't get the hit, and that will be the half. Unless he wants to try and pick the ball up. Try and pick the ball up and throw it there. You wouldn't dodge out because the last thing you'd want is a 1 and then breaking your own player. Half time though. Elves are in control. Do they get the player back? Yes, they do. That's big. They don't. So they're down to 9 players, the elves. So if I'm Mighty Kaz at the moment, I'm thinking, right, it's been a disastrous half. We're 1-0 down. But they've only got 9 players. Play good defense. Be patient. Try and turn the ball over and take it to overtime. Now, if I'm Holston, I'm thinking, let's see what defense Kaz gives me. If there's a weak spot, we're going to go and ram it down there for 2-0. If I go down there 2-0, I can then play stall defense for the rest of the game and probably win the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kaz plays this. There's a few ways he can play this. Holston was in chat as well. Yeah, so Holston's left chat. I don't know if Kaz has left chat. I'd like him to leave chat now that Holston has, but it's up to Kaz, I guess. The reason we don't have the coaches in the stream is basically because obviously myself and the guards could be talking about what they would do or how they would go about getting the ball loose or how they would go, and it's just at the end of the day, it's right. Cheers, Kaz. And the reason for that is so that because Holston's left now, so it's only fair if Kaz leaves. It's just that obviously we want to talk freely. See you later, Kaz. Much appreciated, buddy. Because if they leave, then we can talk and talk tactics or do what we think we're going to do. If they're there, then it's very unfair on the opponent because they might have seen it, they might not. But Super Bush might say, "Oh well, I'll do that," and then they say, "Oh yeah, I didn't see that," and then they copy what he says, and it's just unfair. So that's why we don't usually have it. So I've been told that both have left the chat now, so we can discuss tactics. Sometimes, well, it puts you off if you're in chat, listening to someone talk while you're trying to play a game. This is not bad. I mean, like I say, it's not aggressive, but at the same time, because it's not aggressive, it's going to be a bit tricky for him to get behind him. So this is not a bad setup from Kaz. I think, personally, I'd have dropped him back 1 and dropped him back 1 Because at the moment they can gang up on these two orcs if they want to. Whereas if you put them there and there, they would obviously help protecting this guy and this guy, and this guy would be protecting this guy and this guy as well. That'll help the orcs. It's a good kick as well. Just little things like that. I mean, him there makes it much more solid. And like, the reason I say that as well, these two have got guard, and he's not got much guard. So if the elves can get rid of a guard piece, that would really help. Nicely done. So Halson's like, you know what? I'm not going to overextend myself. I'm going to just pick off the things around here, and then I'm going to make sure the ball's safe. He's in the lead. He's winning. Uh-oh. He doesn't want to burn the reroll, but I think he doesn't. Oh, it's not the place he wanted it. I was going to say, if he doesn't pick it up, he doesn't want it there, and he doesn't want it bouncing over here. So the guard can now go in there, come here, blitz there, push it, and then it's in the lap of the gods. That's what I'll be doing. Boom. Yeah, I understand why he didn't re-roll it. I've done the same before and been banned for it. This is well played. Yeah, there we go. Push onto the ball, and now it's just look now wherever this ball goes. Oh, would I have followed there? I might have followed there, but ball goes out. Where's the ball going? Oh, the ball! Oh, wow. Oh, that is so unlucky for the Orcs. So like I said, I'm surprised he didn't follow. He was obviously worried about the Seth. But the pressure's on now, at least. Yeah, I think for the neutral, you wanted the Orcs to get the ball, didn't you, there? But they at least got a bit of a chance now. Is he going to jar him up here, maybe? It's just got to be careful that he doesn't leave, doesn't overcommit. So I'd like to see this guy come down here. If you're going to move everything else. He's gone there. Okay. I'm a bit concerned. Although probably it'd be a bit tough for him to do, wouldn't it, to be fair. That's nicely done. That shuts this lane down. Bar rolling some dice. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hey, Shake, you alright? But yeah, this is a problem here. I mean, to be fair, it's a 3+, isn't it? But you really want to get this troll off the ball if you can, or at least down. Yeah, kinda playing chops. Oh, he's gone straight 4 on a 3+. That's a bit interesting. Gets it though. Yeah. Yeah, when you go chops, even Dragoon disowned you when you went chops, Shaky. So the Elves are going back. They've already scored on the Orcs drive. They're in the lead. They know they don't need to score. Really? You think? So if you're Kaz right now, you've sort of driven the Elves back. So the quick 2-0 score's gone. But you've still got to be careful. I'd imagine he will switch to there, I would have thought. No, okay. Supposed to. Well, it'd be nice to, but I think if you're the Orcs, you're a bit frustrated about this down here. But you've got to be happy in the fact that you've got the numbers and you've driven him back here. So you've got a chance. I'd still be taking the shot on this guy because he's the furthest forward. I'd even be tempted to boot this guy or put one guy there. That's a good start. Beautiful move. He gets right in there. He's got stand firm as well, and he's got guard. He's causing carnage already by just standing there. This is a no-brainer. He has to be blitzed. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I'd go there is I'd hit him because if I fail, I can push him to there and he gets a shot as well. And by coming in from here, if I knock him down, I can still push him this way if I want to. But yeah, the Elves almost on their rest out there now. That's where the ball is. 6 squares away from their own end zone, Stolzy. But they've got a sort of a cage there, but the Orcs are now starting to base up. The guard's nicely there as well. This game is certainly not over. That's unfortunate. He's thinking of re-rolling that. He doesn't. He takes it. Good discipline from Mighty Kaz there. Only because he's got 4 re-rolls doesn't mean he has to burn it. Because the problem there is if that was a dub skull, then he's in all sorts of trouble. He's just got to reinforce here now. I still would have gone for this guy. Would have made no difference, but I kind of feel now he's there. He's a worry. He's a danger. So I kind of feel now I've got to shore this up. This isn't easy for the Elves now. Could have been a lot worse. I still want more reinforcements this side though. Probably there. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind this blitzer there or there. In fact, I'd want it there. I think. In pairs, I'd want him here. Yeah, bring the tackle across, but then that throw has got to somehow come round here somewhere. Yeah, he's gone that way. I'm not. Depends how aggressive. It's given some questions though. The question now, obviously, for the elves is, I mean, there's a switch down here. That's the easier option. Although the blitz down here would get them a bit further up in field. But it is a bit more risky because obviously there's dice involved. But there is a gap here. If he can clear him, that is a definite play. Yep. Yep, here he goes. You're going to see the strength 4 crashing now. Strength 4's crashing in. Yep, great play. Now will the dice agree? Yes, they do. He'll get hit to there. Yep. Follows. And he can either go there, depending on what he wants to do. Depends where this guy. And all of a sudden he can push. And that happened because he didn't put that blitzer there. You know, a lot of people, you know, talk about dice a lot, and dice are important, obviously, but positioning is still the most important part of Blood Bowl. Interesting. Would I have gone there? I think I'd have gone there, to be fair. Because being there means it's a 4+ dodging. So 50-50. I think with a reroll, what is about 73%, it works. Then he's got a 1 die. Oh, he's going to go for 1 die here. Again, this is very risky play. He's left the back door open. And this is it. I was going to say, he's left the back door open. If this fails, why would you roll it? If he goes there, it's a 2+. Goes there, that again. It's silly little mistakes like that. He should have gone there. It's a 2+, and he makes it. Here we go. Look, 1, 2, go. Switch it to his side as well. Oh, that probably just confused the shit out of myself now. Where's the ball? It's there. So yeah. So I'm sure he can make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. And again, that should not have happened. The question is Mike Cat's going to pull the trigger? Or is he just happy just to base up here? He doesn't have to go for the ball. But to play it safe, he's going to have to double column round here somewhere. Justice for Witchface. Why? What happened to Witchface? Somebody die against these orcs? Can we see what he does here? Okay. That's interesting. I'm not exactly sure why you'd put him there, but we'll see. Okay. Now, is he going to push the throw away? Not the throw, the ball carrier away, or is he going to push the catcher? Pushes the catcher. I presume he wants to tag the ball. Oh, that helps. Oh, that's unfortunate. He may have to re-roll that. Right, there you go. That's unlucky. But again, did he want to move this piece? If he did, that is unlucky though, double one. Just wondering if he was tempted to move this guy up here a bit, but yeah, that's unfortunate that. Because if he would have gone there, it made it even more awkward, so that's unfortunate. The problem with this is, like I said, I'd have liked a bit of a column of some sort because he's got leap. You know, that's a 2+. That's a 2+. I'm aware. The only thing going for the Orcs at the moment is he might not be able to get any help down there. That's big. He may even go back here. He may come back here because I think he can get a cage. Nope. Oh, wow. That is beautifully played, sir. That is beautifully played by Holston. And this is what I'm saying about double down here. And because you haven't double down here, he's going to side cage here. And bar some crazy dice, this game's done. Yeah, it's nice to have done that. I mean, I feel bad for Mighty Kaz because that was a roll of a double one. He tried to play aggressive down here. That's what you can do with agility 5, isn't it? Yeah, it was a very good serve. But again, it's the big players again, isn't it? It's the big players getting it done. He never liked a side cage, but I don't think he's got any other option. I think the main thing, yeah, I, yeah, I think what this game has shown is that Kaz has gone to contain, and he's passed on every chance to hit the ball carry just about. And that's basically what is probably going to lose him the game. Sometimes you've got to go for them one dars shots on the ball. And the problem he's got now is the guard's in place. And the other problem is the guy with the ball's got leap. So a lot of times if you didn't have leap, you could crash this guy, put him there, and somehow get some sort of protection here. The problem is 2+. It's leaping over. There's no GFI. But that's his only option. He comes in. 5+ dodge, is it? 5+ dodge. 2 die uphill. I'm afraid that is his only play. 1D surf. Where are you getting the 1D surf from? He's got guard. I can't see where you're getting a 1-dar there, Dusty. And if you'd have gone for the... What the hell is that? Oh, wow. Oh, well, it wouldn't have made any difference. In fact, it would have done. Very orcish. Ironically, if he didn't activate that orc... Oh, then again, was it a GFI as well? Yeah, it was GFI as well, so yeah, don't matter. He's gone back to his orc basics of just trying to break crap now. Yeah, that decision there by that orc has waved the white flag. He's thinking, I don't want to lose my orc thrower, so I'm letting you have the win. Yeah, it's all over now. It's over, Anakin. I have the most touchdowns. Excellent effort from Mike Kaz and these orcs to get as far as they have. But I'm afraid the Fana was just one game too many. I think I'd rather dodge the blitz roll first, because if that had failed, then obviously Blood's going to go safe, but yeah. It's done. Game is done. With what nothing can reach. Dusty, nothing can reach. Yeah, I like to. It's a great effort, but I think where Kaz has lost this is he just didn't take a shot when he had enough chances to have a go, and he didn't. And that's if he watches this back, he may see that well maybe I should have took a shot. You've got agility 4 for a reason. It's not always on offense; it's always about defense as well with agility 4. Going to be interesting to see what Holston does here because he could score. He wins. He wins the fight. He basically wins the cup. Yeah, you'll probably re-roll this. No. Oh, he's already got it. There you go. He's in their injury. He's going to let that go. I think me personally, I'll be like, right, I'm going to score, and then I'm going to put my 3 crappy players, and I'll put the rest right back here. If you can score 2 touchdowns in 3 turns, then well done. It's only a small thing, but could have put that guy there. Just made it more awkward. The only chance the Yorks have got is if Holston tries to be a bit too cute here. There really isn't any reason to stall this. But he's gonna. I remember Fezard doing this against me. Was it Sons and Skulls who did this? And this was just a league game against my Dwarfs. Just score. You've won the game. Just if you score now, the game is yours. This is just asking Nuffle to do something Nuffly. You're asking for trouble here. Asking for trouble. Yeah, he's still got to get it down here, but he's got an agility 4 piece here. He's got agility 4 people here who could throw the ball. It's very unlikely, but it does happen. He's in range and he's got tackle. And here's the irony. He can go in this way. He can go in that way. You can get someone to go there and go in there. It's a 1 die. The problem is how you're going to get the ball. But it's a final. You've got to go for it. Where's that?
Oh, he's re-rolled it. It depends if he wants to risk it. He might think, you know what? I could understand if he doesn't want to risk it. But I've still got my Apo. It's a final. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it can't go the other way. Yeah. 4 plus 1 die with a reroll, as long as he doesn't fail his GFRs. But he's probably going to just hit this thing. That needs, yeah. Now, if I'd have failed a GFR there, I might not have gone for the ball, but okay, one Kenobi, you are my only hope. There we go. Why would you do that? And Nuffle has decided, well, there you go. Nuffle's not impressed. To be fair, I think the Orc did a veteran move there because if he didn't fail the GFI, he's only going to get safe next turn. No, did not have Fend. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't. It's a very good point. I don't get this either. I really don't get this. I don't get this stolen either, to be honest. You just, I don't know. You're just asking for trouble. And the only reason Holston's not getting punished is because, for some bizarre reason, Mighty Kaz does not foul him. Yeah. Mighty Kaz doesn't want to go for the ball. So Obi-Wan Kenobi can have that boot to the face, I guess. Luckily, he gets away with it. And the reason why I say I don't understand why he's not scoring is because Kaz is going to get the 3 hits on the LOS anyway. But he's still not going to be able to hit everything else because everything else will be down here. But don't matter now. Game's over. But yeah, interesting game. Yeah, you don't need to stall, do you? That's the thing. You don't need to stall.
Yeah, there's no scoring threat now. Yeah, he needed to be down here. Not that really matters because he's just going to score now anyway, so. So it's up to obviously myself. I just put the ball in. Does he want to go for a cheeky level up? No. I think I'd have been tempted, unless he levels up, I'd be tempted to the throw or the hand off to the blitzer just to get him a level. Because even if I don't catch the ball, I've still won the game 1-0. And he hasn't got anyone in scoring range, so he can't hurt me. I've been tempted at doing that. But, congratulations to Holston. You are our wooden Gnoblar champion. Very well done, sir. Commiserations to Mighty Kaz. I'm sure these orcs will just get more flamboyant and better as they go along. I think a bit more guard for this orc team would make them a lot more dangerous. I just think the way I'm deciphering it is the elves gave the orcs a shot on the ball, and the orcs didn't take it. And obviously the very good Seth basically sorted the game out. And that was really that, wasn't it? So the Chaos won the Magmata Ball. The Chaos won the Novel Nuts. And now the High Elves have won the Wooden Gnoblar. And the big one is between the Dwarves and the Necro. There you go, he's got a chance of a level up. KO. Can the throw get level? Oh wow. No, he can't. And there we go. That is that. The Goblin who did fuck all gets the MVP. Osborne gets it there. So 10 armor breaks, 7, so there weren't many armor breaks in the game. Ball possession very heavily in High Elves. 4 injuries, 1 kill, so that's not bad off 39 blocks in the end. Growth rates were great, 64%. 100% for the few the Elves did. So there we go then. All done and dusted. Another Salvation Army win the Wooden Gnoblar, and I'm glad to say they will be back next season trying to defend their title or maybe going better and go for the SAS one. The Greenskins of May the Oak Be With You, they will be representing the Altdorf next season because Zerpel stole them from Dragoon, who wants to keep them. So yeah, congratulations, Hodgson. Unlucky Mighty Kaz. Well played, both of you. And that's us done. As soon as we know when the final's going to be at the SAS Trophy, we'll let you know. And hopefully, I might even be able to get the Mac Brothers in to come and join me, or even Stolzy. But that's it for me, guys. Take care, have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next stream. Bye bye.